Hello again, I am back. Um, like I mentioned earlier, I will be at some point talking about my own books, but to be honest with you, I'm really interested in talking about Mandy because Shani, every book she writes, I swear to God, it gets better than the one before, and so I think you can tell from the cover and if you've read the summary that it's about a haunted doll. And as I was reading this story, I kept thinking about the other haunted dolls that you hear about in the world, like Annabelle, and obviously the fictional ones like Chucky. And these stories are so intriguing. And so I was trying to think, like, oh, do I have a haunted doll story? um, I would have to say, all I came up with as far as yeah, probably the closest experience that I came to a haunted doll was when I was in middle school, probably about 12 or 13 years old. And I was at a slumber party for a friend named Oga. And I just remember that in her parents' living room, there was this, like a geisha doll, like a porcelain geisha doll in a case, and it was beautiful, and we were all really intrigued by it. And I remember looking at it, and I don't remember how it was posed. Like it had an arm up like this, and then I looked away, and I'm talking with my friends, and a few minutes went by. I looked back at the doll, and I swore that instead of being like this, it was like this. Dead positive that this thing was facing a completely different direction than it had been originally, holding its arms in a different position. I couldn't talk about anything else the whole rest of the night. I was telling my friends, like, oh my God, and I kept looking at it and seeing if it would change again, and of course I never saw that. And I was adamant, though. I mean, I talked about that for at least the rest of that school year, and I don't know what point I finally forgot about it, but it is something that I really had not thought about in all these years. And I just have to laugh at myself because, yeah, I'm pretty sure the doll didn't move. But in any case, that is my little story. Do any of you have an experience with that? Like, do you think that you have encountered a creepy doll or some sort of toy? I know people who have had toys that run on batteries that just start out of nowhere. I knew someone who opened their closet and a pair of dice flew out and tumbled on the carpet in front of them. Really weird things like that. So if you have any experiences of that variety, I would love to hear about it in the comments. And yeah, or even if you've gone to see one of these alleged haunted dolls that are in museums now, the ones that are available for the public to view at any rate. Yeah, anything and everything. I would love to hear about it. Or if you have other book recommendations on the topic too, or movies. I love this stuff. That's why I love Shani's stories so much. So, okay, I look forward to hearing your thoughts, and I'll be back.